Today on the channel, WWE Mattel Ultimate Edition Series 9, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel unboxing of a WWE figure. But today we've got the Ultimate Edition Series 9, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And when you think Ultimate Editions, we're thinking all the biggest superstars of wrestling's history. You're definitely thinking Stone Cold, Ric Flair, which we also unboxed on the channel, but then you go back to the Bret Harts, the Ultimate Warriors, Hulk Hogan, of course, John Cena and The Rock. There's been many in the Ultimate Edition line, and it'll be interesting to see how this line undertakes and unfolds. We've had some announcements, or some leaks more like it, the last few days about some of the future series, but nothing confirmed by Mattel at this point, so we'll wait and see a little bit. But there's a lot of Ultimates coming out. I know there's a lot of people in the Double Up Club in the Ultimate Edition line, where they're buying one to unbox and one to keep in package, and I'm no different. I have been doing that. I also did that with the entrance grades, the defining moments, a few of those. You can't be a completist on the Mattel Elite line, just too many figures, at least in box. I do have them in the glass behind me, and around the corner and all over the place. I do have a complete Mattel Elite collection as we're filming this right now, but Ultimates as well. And it'll be interesting. I like the Ultimates that they come out in 2 at a time. That's kind of nice instead of getting 6 at once, as these are a $30 price point, as you guys are probably well aware of at this point. But it'll be interesting how deep this line goes. A lot of us thought this was going to end around like Series 5. There was a really big hiccup in between, and we didn't think we'd really get any more, but now it seems like all guns blazing once again on these Ultimate Editions. And the beauty of the Ultimate Editions are characters like the Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, I could go on. They could be in this line multiple times because of their iconic looks and some of the iconic outfits they've had, or character changes for that matter. So there's a lot of characters we probably will have in the Ultimate Edition line in the future as it seems to continue. But today, we're talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin. I did get this via Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. You can also get it on Amazon. I'll try to find an Amazon link and put that down below. But yeah, Stone Cold, when you think Ultimate and you think Ultimate superstars in the WWE, WWF history, Stone Cold is probably on the Mount Rushmore of a lot of people out there, especially kids that grew up with their first taste of wrestling in the mid to late 90s. Stone Cold was your Hulk Hogan. He was your Ultimate Warrior. So I understand the popularity of this one. And by no means is this the only Stone Cold figure we've ever gotten from Mattel. We've gotten so many Elites, and we'll compare it to probably my favorite Elite. The first one that caught my eye, I guess, when I opened up my case, that I thought we'd compare this one to a little bit. But we'll do that a bit later, but we're going to do it like we normally do it first. We're going to talk about the packaging, take a look at it, unbox it, take a look at it, and see where it goes from there. So there it is. Stone Cold Steve Austin. We understand this Ultimate packaging. We've seen this before. I like the uniformity of the packages. Hopefully that stays the course. You guys know the Mattel Elites have changed the boxes every single year, basically. They change the box up. So far the Elite, or the Ultimate Editions, have stayed the same. Hopefully they do stay the same and it stays the course. I think that is a key to fondness of a line over many years. You'll think back and say, like the classic Superstars, for example. And as of right now, AEW Jazzware, so we'll see if that stays the course well. A lot of accessories in here. As you can see, you got a vest, you got a shirt, you got a title belt, you got 2 extra sets of hands. You also got a microphone, and then a hat, 2 extra heads, and then a gold chain around his neck. So very possibly the most accessories of any Ultimate Edition so far. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one that got more accessories than this. I know there's been some gripes online community, a vocal minority, I guess we'd call it, that really were hoping Mattel would come with middle fingers for this one, and that's just not going to happen. At the end of the day, these are sold in Targets. They are geared towards children. You got to take that big step back, and we also got to take that business step back. You're just not going to get middle fingers in a Mattel product. It's just not going to work. You guys think how many people complain every day to Mattel about other things? That would be complained all the time. You'd have those angry parents, the Karens as they're known. They'd be calling the hotline saying, what is this? It would be a recall city. I would love to see, I mean, there's people you can search it online that customize middle fingers, so I'm sure you can do that if you want. Maybe someday you guys see it a lot in the Transformers world. Transformers, there's so many third parties that make the figures better. They make pieces to fill gaps and swords and updated weapons and a lot of stuff in the Transformers world. We basically need somebody like that in the wrestling figure game to make us accessories, make us, hey, it's the Ultimate Edition Stone Cold. Here's what Mattel couldn't make us or didn't make us. Here's an accessories pack, and it's, $10, $15, whatever. It comes with middle fingers. Maybe it comes with the smoking skull belt and different belts. It'll all be third party. It'd be basically bootleg type stuff, but it happens with Transformers. It happens with a lot of lines out there. That's your best bet if you want a middle finger Stone Cold Steve Austin. Glamour shot on the side there. There he is in the vest. Looking only like he can look. Stone Cold Steve Austin on the side. And you got the top little plane. All the warnings on the bottom. And then you get to the back of the package. That's what we care about. There's Stone Cold. I love that they do the glamour shot of the figure at the top. Then they got that red band with his name through it. And then you got a glamour shot of the actual character below. I think that is really neat. I think that is a cool way to do things. Let's see what it says about Stone Cold here. 6'2" from Victoria, Texas. Finisher, Stone Cold Stunner. Career highlight, 6-time WWE champion. So this is very similar to the tail of the tape we used to get on the Jakks Classic Superstars figures. You guys know that. But then we get a little bit more of a blurb down here, and I love that. You guys know I love a good blurb. The shattering of the glass means only one thing. The Texas Rattlesnake is coming down the aisle, and he's got a Stone Cold Stunner ready for anyone even thinking about getting in his way. Even and especially if it's his boss, Mr. McMahon. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. So there you go. Stone Cold Steve Austin, like I said, he's the Hulk Hogan to a whole generation. To me, I'll always think, when I think Stone Cold, I always think Stunning Steve Austin, GWF days, WCW days, Hollywood Blondes days. There was a period in my life, he was my favorite active wrestler back in those WCW days. It's crazy what he turned into in the WWE. Kudos for him because it made him a heck of a lot more money, made him a household name. But I've always had the fondness to the old Stunning Steve days, and I would love a Mattel Elite one day. Long blonde hair, the robe. Give us that Stone Cold. I always want to call him Stone Cold. Give us that Stunning Steve Austin. I want that figure. Hopefully one day we get that. Let's unbox this one. They are like a shoebox, so you cut all the sides around. They open. I know a lot of people save them. It's like opening up a box of donuts right here. We're getting some Entenmann's donuts. We're unboxing them. Right there. Friend of the channel, Entenmann's donuts. Buy them at your local grocer. There you go. Fold him back up. Give him the old see you later. Like I said, I do have a mint on card set from this as well. Man, it's just crazy the amount of accessories in here. I absolutely love it. Tons of accessories, tons of stuff. I could see people buying multiple Stone Colds because you can get a couple of different looks out of him with this one. So you hardcore Stone Cold fans, I guarantee you're buying a couple here. We got the microphone. I don't even think I listed that microphone when I ran down the accessories either, did I? Get that out, get the vest out. All kinds of hands. It does seem kind of funny with the pointer fingers on him. I don't know. That just seems strange to me. And even the gold chain seems weird. Oh, bolted in here. I didn't realize he was bolted in at the ankles as well. I'm just going to pull him out. There it is. See you later up high. Whoa, knocking things over. And we even got a rubber band around the neck. Where is this rubber band? That's crazy. It's around his arm. All right, well, we had a rubber band as well. So very, very well packaged here on the Stone Cold. These Ultimates, though, boy, they got a lot of articulation, as you guys all know. You got the toe articulation, you got the ankle articulation, you got the knee, double-jointed knee, you got the thigh swivel, you got the waist, of course, you got the diaphragm. And then you got the removable hands, you got the double-jointed elbows, you got the bicep cut, easy for me to say. You got the shoulder articulation, then you got the butterfly joints on this one as well, and then the removable head that moves around. So tons of articulation here. The butterflies are fairly new. Maybe Hulk Hogan was the first one. Hollywood Hogan was the first to get the butterfly. I don't dislike it, but I don't know how I feel about it. Butterfly joints are great for you guys posing stuff, fig photographer, stuff like that. But I do think when you look at the back of the figure, it looks a little strange. It just looks strange. There's really no way to hide that too well that I'm aware of. It just looks a little suspect, a little funny for me. But maybe you guys are different. Maybe you guys don't mind that. But it definitely gives you a lot of articulation in the arms, a lot of posability in the double-jointed arms as well. This figure feels a lot looser than your traditional Mattel Elite figure. It's got a lot more looseness with all the flexibility, posability, articulation on it for sure. So we got the angry kind of Stone Cold head here. Great head scan here. No issues with it. I love the red of the tongue really, and the white teeth really make you catch your eye on this one. Then you got the kind of ha-ha funny Stone Cold head where he's kind of laughing. You guys know he do the old... Oh, and then you got the really stern Stone Cold. So you can have your pick of Stone Cold. You can kind of have the angry, the jovial, and the stone-faced Stone Cold. Ringside collectible stands, I mentioned them. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. He does fit on there like a glove, of course. Get some of these out here. He's got his vest. See you later. See you later. He's got his vest. I'm not sure if we've seen this exact vest before. It's probably different. I don't have all my Stone Cold figures here to compare to, but it's an Austin 316 vest. A lot of people say his Austin 316 shirt is the most iconic. I think of his vest before I think of his shirt. Maybe that's just me. They're both obviously very iconic. But yeah, I like this vest. You have to have a vest with an Ultimate Edition Stone Cold. Now the hat, I don't know so much. We've had Stone Cold with hats in the past. Was it one of those Attitude Era Amazon exclusive Stone Cold, I think, came with a hat? And maybe it was it the video game 2-pack? I think there was a Stone Cold that may have came with a hat. So we've had the hat with Stone Cold before. Always seems a little strange to me. When I think of Stone Cold, I don't think of him in a hat. And I don't really think of him in the gold chain, even though he wore a gold chain like this. Just a little interesting. Not quite to the comma gold chain levels, but a gold chain. He's fashion forward for sure. Fist, we got 2 fists with him. Now, I'll probably have at least 1 fist on Stone Cold. You always need a fist on Stone Cold. And then you got the 2 pointer fingers. I don't know if that's kind of supposed to represent Mattel getting as close to the middle finger as they could. Maybe that's the plan there. Like I said earlier, a lot of people customizing. I know Shinsuke Nakamura comes with hands. If you put those in really hot water for a while, maybe a minute in super hot water, take them out. You can fold them down, and you can leave that middle finger up if you really want to do that. Then throw it in the freezer. Once you got it molded to where you want, it'll hopefully harden. It might slowly kind of go back to its open hand like this, but play with it. You can do that. If you really need a middle finger Stone Cold in your collection, you can. There was an SH Figuarts, which is an adult collectible from Japan. That one did come with middle fingers, so that was kind of cool. That one also came with really cool beer pouring out of the can, which you can't do that either here. That's another thing you could add to that accessories list would be a beer can and maybe an open beer can spraying out with some effects. Mattel's not going to do that. These are kids' toys at the end of the day. I know it seems like adult collectors buy the majority of them. They probably do, especially in the Ultimate Editions, but it is what it is. Unless Mattel had a sub-line or a direct-to-order line where they could maybe get away with that. But it's tough when you're a company like Hasbro, Mattel. You're a big company. You can't take those kind of chances because you're so scared to offend everybody. I understand it. I understand it. We get the world title for Stone Cold. Now this is, I wouldn't say this is anywhere near the most iconic WWE, WWF title of all time, but definitely one Stone Cold held. And maybe when people think of this one, you either think The Rock or Stone Cold. At least I do. So a belt we don't get a whole lot, so I do understand why they put that here. We also got the microphone, and we've had the microphone before. But this is an interesting one, and I wasn't aware of this until right now. So we get the Austin 316 shirt, and then on the back, you've got the smoking skull there. However, this is not Velcro. This is like actual clothing that you put over. This is like you putting your own t-shirt on. Usually there's Velcro, you snap it and do it in the back. This is the first time Mattel has entered this arena. I don't know if this is going to be the way for shirts going forward or if this is just a one and done thing. But very interesting. I would worry that it would be hard to get on here, and I will for the glamour shots. We'll have pictures of him. But it's very, very stretchy here, so I don't think there'll be any problems getting this over Stone Cold's head and on him and probably removed. So interesting. Mattel taking chances. A lot of people say, oh, there's not enough innovation in some of these Mattels. Well, right there's some brand new innovation. So I do like that a whole lot. I love the posability. I don't like the butterfly on the back, how it looks. That's just a little gripe. But I do love the posability with the double jointed elbows, stuff like that. You can get all kinds of dynamic poses for your Stone Cold. You fig photographers out there, you have to absolutely love these Ultimate Editions because you get so many different poses compared to an Elite and definitely compared to a Basic, which doesn't have a whole lot going on. I did grab the Defining Moment Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of 2 Defining Moment Stone Cold Steve Austin figures. This one is a very solid Stone Cold as well. So this is the first one that caught my eye when I opened up my case. I don't know if I'd call this my favorite Stone Cold figure of all time, but it is very solid. And as you guys know on the channel, hopefully you're subscribed to the channel by now. If not, though, you should, because we do a top 5 list every single Thursday. My top 5 favorites of a character. I never thought about doing a Stone Cold top 5. I knew we'd probably get there one day, but he might be one of the ones I need to do the top 10. When we hit certain milestones on the channel, I'm going to do a top 10. So when we hit 8,000 subscribers, 9,000, 10,000, so on. We'll do a top 10 of the key iconic characters, the Stone Colds, the Ultimate Warriors, the Hulk Hogan, Macho Mans. You see where I'm going there. But it'd be interesting to do a Stone Cold top 10. I never really thought about that till just now. He's had some really good figures out there. I got to think both of these are probably going to be on my top 10 list. I'd have to put the pen to the paper to find out. But very solid figures from Stone Cold over the years, with a couple of snooze ones that you maybe don't need to get, but a lot of really good figures over the year for sure. But I like this one. I don't think I like it as much as the Ric Flair Ultimate Edition. Check out that review if you missed that. Ric Flair is such an iconic performer to me, and I do like that. Getting the 4 Horsemen figures, getting that Woo head sculpt, that's pretty top-notch. But this Stone Cold, better than expected. I'm going to say that. We talk about that a lot on the channel. My expectations were like, oh, it's Stone Cold, it's all right. But once you got it open, once I looked at the accessories, once I played around here a little bit with it, the ships rose up a little bit. I like this one more than anticipated, so that's always good. It's better to go that way than the other way. So is this the defining ultimate Stone Cold that you need? Not quite. You got about everything you need as far as accessory-wise. You're missing maybe his key title belts. It would have been nice to come with the Smoking Skull title belt. I'm kind of surprised that wasn't in here. But you can only make the Ultimate Edition so ultimate. But once again, make that accessory pack. Maybe a third party will. Somebody will do that. But there's definitely a lot to like for this Stone Cold. I could see another Stone Cold in the future, maybe with a different soft goods shirt, a different vest, different title belts. There could be some more to that. You know, Mattel could get around it if they could articulate every finger like the old school Toy Biz days, because then it's not technically middle finger sticking up. But hey, if you want to choose your own adventure, as we say on the channel, choose your own adventure at home, you could put a middle finger Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm wondering if that might happen in the future. If not, Mattel, you can steal that idea free and clear from me. I'll give it to you. I'm sure they've thought about it, though. But all in all, a very solid Stone Cold figure. Definitely warranted in the Ultimate Edition. Was warranted in the Defining Moments Edition as well. You can't really say Stone Cold doesn't belong in any kind of sets, because he is so iconic to most wrestling fans out there. And a big part of the WWE's continued success. So there you go. But tell me your thoughts in the comment. What say you? Let me know your thoughts. Did you pick this up? You pass and you play in the long game? Are you all out on the Ultimate Editions? Maybe some of you guys, this is all you collect is the Ultimate Editions. That would be a cool standalone collection. You don't bogged down by all the elites that come out all the time. You're getting the tippy top characters. You're just all in on the Ultimate Editions. That would be a cool collection. I'm sure there's some people out there that are doing that, and you guys give me your opinions down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit your notification bell. Don't forget to like this very video. You made it this far, might as well like it. And then don't forget to follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter. Pro Wrestling Tees, search Kyle Peterson, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram. And that's it. For all these Stone Cold figures, Stone Cold Ultimate Edition Series 9, I'm Kyle. I will see you guys real soon.